Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Chronicles in Collecting, where I'm going to open the Robot Spirits, the 8th MS Team Optional Part Set 2 version anime. This part set came out in May 2022 and retailed for 4,950 yen, or about $37 US. So the Robot Spirits line has been doing a lot of Gundam 8th MS Team, which is a show that I really like. The new option part set just came out. I don't have a new figure. I haven't gotten my ground type or my gym yet, but I thought that the option part set actually had enough stuff that kind of worked on its own that I could just take a look at that. And I'll probably grab my regular ground type, not the desert type. So this one does something a little bit different, I think, than some of the other option part set, where there's not as much actually accessories for the figures as there are actually just kind of little add-ons that you could put on like a little display of some of the other vehicles that showed up on the show, but probably would not justify their own release. So you have this, it's kind of been a while since I've seen 8th MS Team, but nice that this has a peg here for a stand, and I believe it also has spots for like an effect part if you want to show it, kind of getting blown up, which is pretty cool. I'm not 100% sure what these things are, but take a look at them. All right, and then you have the kind of like the support tank thing. So yeah, really pretty nice detailing on this for sure. I mean, obviously this is a fairly expensive set, but you got some nice markings on there, and I bet it does some other cool stuff. And then you have this sort of like antenna thing, which I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'll set it up. Then you got, these are going to be hard to get out. You got little figures of a bunch of the characters. Taking a look. They're pretty small. I mean, honestly, I could not tell you. I really can't make out who is who of these, honestly. I'm sure that if you knew and then you were looking for it, you could figure it out. But like on your shelf, you really can't see the difference between any of these. These are just people standing there. So I think there's like some sort of like satellite dish or something. And some other little piece here, which I'm sure adds on in some sort of way. Wow, great commentary. Oops. This looks like a missile firing from the support vehicle. If you take a look on the side there, you can see that's like sort of in storage, and then this one must be kind of in action. And then, at least for me, the most interesting part of this set, for sure, is the gym head for the Gundam ground type. I think if I could ever get it out, I'll talk more about it. There you go. Right. I mean, obviously, it's like a very iconic mobile suit, which is the Gundam with the gym replacement head. So it's a little annoying that they didn't include it as an extra, as part of the regular set. But what can you do? And then it comes with an extra crown as well for the Gundam ground type. Right there. And then it comes with 2 extra kind of shield plates with the 8 on them. I think they presumably look a little different than the one that comes with it. Anyway, so I'm going to go grab my Gundam ground type. I'll throw this gym head on him, and then I'll get all these other accessories here sort of set up and put on the rotating stand, and I'll give some final thoughts and figure out, if it's actually worth buying this option part set. All right, and we are back, so let's get this guy on the rotating stand and give some final thoughts here. So, there's really not a lot to this accessory set. I mean, it's cool that you kind of have these pieces here that sort of help build a little bit of a scene, kind of more of just like, oh, I just have a Gundam on my stand versus like, you're kind of creating this, kind of setup of, something that happened, you know, from the anime. But there's really, I don't think there's really enough in this set to really justify the price. I mean, this thing is cool. It's really detailed. You know, it's got this part over here that opens up, and it's got this part over here that opens up, and it's got a lot of accessories and a lot of articulation for something that's like that small. And this thing is also pretty cool. It has like the extra wings so that it kind of looks like it got shot down, and it also fits some of the kind of explosion effect parts, which I don't have. I might have them somewhere. I don't have them kind of accessible, but they fit in. You can kind of imagine what they look like. And then obviously, you know, it's just a gym head. There is this little wait till it comes around here, but there's this like shield edition over here that makes the shield look slightly different, but really not much. I mean, I really think what you're getting here, you know, is the gym head and these two things. You know, if that's worth the price of admission to you get it, I don't think you're going to be missing out too much by not having this on your shelf. And I think it's a little disappointing that they didn't just put the gym head with the RX-79 Gundam. But, you know, all in all, kind of what you see is what you get. I appreciate the attempt, and I would definitely like to see more of this type of stuff in the future, but I think I'd like to see a little bit more in the package to kind of make it worth the price of admission. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate a like or subscribe, and if you didn't, tell me about it in the comments. If there's something else you want to see with this figure or some other figures, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I could do. I do anime reviews on Mondays, and I do figure reviews on Wednesdays and Fridays. Thanks so much, and keep collecting.